Yeah. I've been not myself lately, but um I had a rough day Thursday. Rough, rough. But I couldn't get on here and talk to you guys cuz I was like, you know, I don't talk much if I'm like I have a lot on my mind because I'm trying to um find a way to, you know, like express myself without getting on social media because I'm so used to doing that. And some people may not like that. And I don't want to offend anybody, you know. But I also don't like for people to offend me, you know. But I'm trying to figure out how to um express how I feel without making videos. Not the easiest thing that I could do because, you know, it was hard for me to learn how to film and put out the content. It used to be hard for me to even get in front of the camera. Now it's easy. And it's the way I express myself is on camera. And it's also the way that I connect with my friends all over the world. You know, and on YouTube, I feel like, you know, I'm more so very comfortable on YouTube versus any other platform, you know, because I know that I could be my authentic self and people have been following me for years. And, you know, I can express myself and everybody know, hi, hey, what up? Thank you for joining. Smash that like button, guys, and make sure you're subscribed. Hi. Thank you for joining. Um, but yeah, that's how I express myself, y'all. But yesterday it was so hard. Like, cause I normally have a routine with you. Thank you. Oh my God. Thank you for the $1.99. I appreciate that. Stella. um yeah, but I just like, you know, I've had a rough yesterday. Well, Thursday it was rough. I went live, right? We did my makeup and I went to work and it was like something happened. And then like something happened. Like, I don't know if it because the moon was full. My friend, he called, he was like, Ty, you okay? And I was like, yeah, I wasn't okay. I was not okay because Wednesday night I was I think, okay, I live in an apartment. Okay. So what happened was sometimes I get off late. You understand? And I have to park far, you know. Now, it's me and my sister. Of course, I don't worry about anything, nothing. I don't worry about anything because it's me and my sister. All I got to do is holler. She come. But the thing about it is I got an issue with walk like okay, so I have to park on the other side and it's dark. I can't really see well at night. I can see good, but I prefer not to drive at night, right? But I don't have to drive far or whatever. But sometimes it's hard, like cause my feet be hurting and I had to walk, you know. But this particular night, Wednesday, I had a lot on my mind. Wednesday night, I had a lot on my mind. It was something so deep. I don't know. I don't I think it's because I'm experiencing a big part of my life that I'm having an issue with understanding is what takes people so long to get the visa so they can come to America because I married a Gunyan. He ain't here yet. That's stressing me out because it's like so many I have to explain this a lot. It stressed me out because I'm explaining it a lot, and I don't yet understand the situation that I'm in, and that bothered me Wednesday night. Like I was just like, oh man, this is just too much, bro. It's like it all came to me, and I realized, am I wasting my life? Because I declare that when I get off work at night like that, um, my significant other is waiting for me, like waiting for me, and I don't have that. You see, um, yeah, I mean, I'm used to being treated with care, and since I've been in Georgia, I've been like I'm single, married but single. Thank you for the 9.99. Who? Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Stella. God is good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. For you not know how that made me feel. But yeah. So it bothers me that I am alone. And I know that I'm never alone, but it's starting to dawn on me because I know that I'm not supposed to be, you know, and I don't know what's going on with with Joe's visa, but I don't know. Um, but I am experiencing life for real, and it ain't. It's not. I know that You can't help what happens in life. You can't help the decisions that you make. You can't help what you choose to do at the time. You can't help who you choose to love. You can't help about a situation, And the most important thing that I respect about um being in long distance relationships is patience. And if you are in a long distance relationship, communication. And if you're not being if you're not, the communication isn't there, it ain't your fault. Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do, because if you're, I want to let you know that if you're in a long distant relationship and the person is like really nice, attractive, and kind, you need to talk to them. You got to talk to them. Hi. You have to talk to them. Because if you're in a long distance relationship, you got to communicate differently. And I've learned this because I've done one thing about me, I do research on things. Whatever I want, I research it until I understand it. And and when I say I need to understand something, I mean I need to know everything. I need to know exactly what's going on. That's me for you. Like, say for instance, if I'm studying about a brand and I need to know that brand in and out, I need to know the natural products, I need to know everything about that product. I would like to know what every ingredient does for that product. Why did you use that ingredient? What do that ingredient do? That's how I am. I'm a scientist, a mad scientist, because I will write it down. You know, like, different things come to me, and I write it down. I sleep on it, and I study hard. And I've studied the relationship that I had with the man that I loved. And I realized that being in a long distance relationship is really not much so different from being in a relationship when you head on. But the relationship, the bond is stronger over that phone. You know why? Well, because yet you two people have to trust each other to talk to each other on the phone for years like that. That is a strong bond, and it takes a lot of patience, and it takes strong people to do it. And also that I learned in being in a long distance relationship, I also learned that it's not common. People say that it is, but it ain't, because let me tell you why. It might be common for someone that isn't in America. Okay? I can honestly tell you the women that are in America ain't really doing what I've done. I avoided 9 years, you know. And so my story is different. And it's easy for me to, you know, stay loyal because that's the way I was trained. I was taught that way, you know. I was taught that, you know, and well, I don't share my body. You understand? I never will. No matter what happens. You know, I'm not that type. I'd rather be by myself. you know. But it just feels like in a long distance relationship, it feels as if you're by yourself because you don't have the warmness with you. And I women mature faster than men. And I hate to tell y'all that, but it's the truth. Men are, oh my God. First off, let me tell you guys out there something. How wonderfully made that you are. Must I say, how wonderfully made you are. You go out there and you provide for your wives, your girlfriends. You go out there and you get it. You love her. You go back home to her. You know, no matter what she do, she might snap at you because we as women have issues. We as women, we wear it all. We deal with a lot, have a lot of pressure, you know. Um, and that not only the pressure that we deal with being a woman, dealing with life, you know. I'm just gonna be real with you. Because we always hear about how hard it is for a man, but a woman, we have to deal with so much and we have so much on our plate. We don't know how to let things go like you guys do. Okay? Um, and we're not wired that way. Some may say they are, but I ain't wired like that. Okay? I have to do things at a time. I can multitask well, but sometimes I focus on the thing that is most important to me to finish at that time. But I just want you fellas to know, you know, how much of a blessing you are. In case nobody told you. You know, and we need strong men, loving men, in the world. We need it. We want that. We as women, we want that. And sometimes you might get a woman who talks a lot of trash. I got that Creole, so I talk a little different. So let me tell you. You might have a woman who talk a lot. You probably say she like to fuss at me. She don't like to fuss at you, but she loves you enough so you don't make the wrong decisions. Because, fellas, sometimes you can. Because let me tell you how. Okay, I told you I do research. I've learned, I studied. Before I got married, I studied. Listen, I might didn't study the process, but I studied that man, okay? Because I had a lot of time. I met him in my early 20s. So listen, when I say, let me tell you how I know. Listen. Just listen. Give me time to get this out. Because I have a lot to say. Guys, how wonderfully made that you are. And how I know that the world will not go around without a man. And I appreciate you. The reason why I appreciate you so much, and I speak with passion because I love my brothers and I love my father. The definition of a man, I've seen that through my dad. And I got scarred that yesterday, the day before, by a guy. I've never been fussed at, yelled, raised. I've never been disrespected by a man before, you know. And it was kind of weird for me because I was like, wait a minute, wait a minute. No, not me. You did, no, you didn't do that. You know, but at that moment in my life, I realized something. Just because you look like a man doesn't always make you a man. Because let me tell you something, anytime you see the portal, and the portal of life is the woman, you never disrespect nor you talk at a woman. You have to talk to that woman, because let me tell you why. Your voice is stronger than mine. Your hands are bigger than mine. Your arms are bigger than mine. Your eyes are bigger than mine. Your nose is bigger than mine. Your face is bigger than mine. Your mouth can stretch longer than mine. You have no right. You have to be easy with your authority. Just because you have the authority, don't abuse it. You see, because, you know, it was this book my mom was telling me about. I want to mention this book because this book, you know, as a mature woman that I am, I never blame everybody else, even though people may say, oh, you point fingers. Hell to the no, I don't do that. Anybody who know me, I don't do that. One thing about it, I face myself first. Yes, I have to be sure that I'm right, you know. But if somebody is telling me something, that's something different. I don't go off what people say unless I know you well. You see, you got to be careful with that. Now, the thing about this is the way my mom was telling me about this book called uh, What a HOE mm, could teach a WIFE. What a HOE could teach a WIFE. You might say nothing or you might say a lot, because at the time I said, oh, she could teach you a lot. She can teach you how to get your man's money. That's what I could teach you. Yeah, I would tell you, she can teach you how to bring them all the way down. And she can teach you how to pick them up. And she can teach you how to... Men, be wise. Be wise. Be wise. Be wise. Because whenever you scar a woman with your voice, you don't know how much damage you do to your life. She's a woman. You can't do that. I don't give a crap if you're trans, however that works. You do not put your mouth on no woman. Stop it. It's wrong. You know, and I've seen men trying to fight women out here, and I'm telling you, you really need to stop it. It's sick. It doesn't make you look good putting your hands on a woman. Because a woman, I me myself, I'm going to speak for me because I know that there's not a lot of women like me. They're different. We're all different. But I know it's a safety that I feel when I see a man because of the image that my fathers put in my head. There's safety. Safety. And that is the problem now because I'm used to feeling safe. You know, y'all ain't hearing me. Oh, y'all ain't hear me. I'm preaching to y'all, baby. Ty's used to feeling safe. Oh, you don't put your hands on women? That's good. That's good. I'm happy about that. Yeah, because Al is not good. You're not supposed to use your your strength on a woman. We can't handle a man. You know, far as going into a debate unless she's a firecracker. Like I would say when I say a firecracker, I mean like a wildcat. Like she's got to be a hellified lawyer, attorney. Because let me tell you something, when we go at it, we go louder than a man. We ain't nothing to play with. That's why you need to respect the situation. Because the moment you get yourself in trouble, who you come to? You got to go find that woman. But you better go find that woman. You better find somebody that act like a woman. They'll help you. But I'm just saying, I realized yesterday I have really done it this time. I said, this is crazy, bro. But you men out there, I don't care if straight, queer, I don't care what kind of man y'all. Yeah, you are appreciated. You know, and because there's a lot of queer men out there that love women and they protect women. I know. I know. Trust me, I know. I know everybody. I know every man ain't the same. Every woman ain't the same. It's different. We all different. But y'all, please be careful with your strength because a woman's mouth is something to be reckoned with. But the strength, physical, y'all are stronger than us. You take care too, Al. Oh. Um, mm-hmm. Stronger. And I think about that a lot. The other day I woke up with that because, I've never been talked to weirdly. I just thought it was kind of weird. It didn't freak me out. It freaked me out, but it was like like this is a man, like I know he got all his senses. Because I was like to myself, if if you hit me, I'm gonna beat your ass. And if you put your hands on me, I'm gonna wear you out like you gonna think you some about 10 Navy SEALs jumped on your ass. I swear to God. That's how deadly this is. Trying to tell you, because I don't screw with men on that level. Like, do not come with force because I'm not gonna fight you fair. Hell no, I can't fight no man. Hell no, I'm not finna do that. I'm not finna put my hands. I cannot use these little hands to fight no man. Hell no. No. I got 14 reasons why I'm never hitting you. I swear. Why do you think about it so much? I think about it a lot. Cause it's life. Let me tell you why. I think about a lot. Because if I don't think, then that leaves somebody that don't think to do something about it. So, however, I think a lot because of the simple fact that I could fix a person real fast if you just listen to me. Like, if you make a mistake, I'm the type, I can't help it. I cannot. I can't help it. I have to say something because it will ride. You don't understand the torture that I get when I've not done the right thing, And when I think about something like that, JL, mm-mm. Oh, yes, 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 it did. It did. I ain't lying. A man looked at me the other day like he wanted to like dot me. I ain't lying. I was looking. Yes, and it has really put the fear of God on me because I said to myself, Lord, this man hit me, he gonna surely die. I said that to myself. I said he won't survive it. He won't be able to tell nobody else. We all gonna be on the news. Because if he hit me, I know I can't fight him. I know I can't fight him, but there's a register right here that I'm gonna give him the days. I think like that because I'm a Navy brat. I'm trained for situations like that. That's why I don't bother nobody. That's why I say watch your tone and keep walking. Leave me be. Because I am trained for situations like that. To get out. I'm telling you, I'm not a violent person. I don't deal with violence, but I'm all right with it. Yeah. But no, yeah, something happened that freaked me out. Like, it freaked me out. It freaked me out. And I'm like, bro, see, I've never been scored at a man from a man. My daddy has never raised his voice at me. So if a man do that to me, I'm gonna be like, bro, wait, we gotta get out of here. This is bad. Something is wrong with this guy. Yes, because it's not very good um to look at a woman in such and try to correct. And especially, and I never seen a man try to correct a woman and didn't get the full story. Going off what somebody else said. That's to me that sounds like a messy person. I don't know. It's very messy. So something did happen. Something pretty much happened to me all the time, JL. But I just don't say nothing. Now, don't get me wrong, JL. I'm used to being mistreated. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I ain't used to being talked to anyway because different sounds give me signals. And I just take that the way you want to take it. But a sound will give me a signal of what I need to do at that time. And I try to explain it to people. I am not a normal person walking the streets that could tell you that, hey, I don't like these loud noises, these loud sounds. You know, I can't break that down to you. I can't tell you, oh, if I hear a loud bang, it's going to take me into war. I'm just a regular being that's trying to find peace in the sight of God. But I walk my life. I spend my life doing research to understand how to be successful and to be better. Use my gifts and be better. But every time I try, I've always been, people always, and I'm gonna say it, people always try to pull me down. People find out what I do, makeup. I got my own makeup line. Then they start changing, talking, treating me different. Forget them. Yeah, forget them. But at the end of the day, you know, you don't know my story. You don't know my story. My story, what is your story? My story is, and I'm just gonna give you bits of it because it came to me just now. I was in Louisiana, um, you know, doing hair. I was a cosmetologist, a damn good one. Um, I injured my back in assisted living, trying to help someone, trying to save someone. You know, instead of her falling, I took the fall. My career's changed. A year later, after rehabilitation of trying to get my back together, you know, a whisper out of nowhere, you have to go to Atlanta. I thought that story was over. In the midst of that story, I would like to say, when God tell you going to do something, trust me, you going to do it. When he tell you at a young age what you going to become, trust me, you're going to become it. It's you, nobody else. You prophesied over your life. Whatever you want, you speak it to existence over your life, and you're going to become it. I moved here, and you know, I experienced a lot of pain. A lot of pain. I thought that I was experiencing it at home in Louisiana. I thought I was going through a lot. I moved to Georgia. In Louisiana, where you were raised. Yes. Of course yes, you can tell I was raised from Louisiana because we're different. from everywhere in the world, every other state. Louisiana's the most rarest state because they're authentic there. You can't lie. You got to be honest with people there. A lot of people don't like Louisiana because they can't take the realness. People out there, they're too real. And that's me. I am those people. And I'm so grateful that I am from Louisiana because people, I guess they think people from Louisiana is slow or something. I guess. But we more sharper than people out here in Georgia. Because let me tell you, they think too fast out here. You forget it and you hurt yourself. You'll run into a wall here. You need to slow it down. Some people that's from like that real South, Louisiana, Magnolia, Mississippi, Texas, people like that, they're not rational with their thinking. They take their time. However, I'm an anxious person, and I've became anxious living here because I've had to explain myself a lot here. I was the person who never explained myself to the point now I explain myself because people take offense to what I say because I'm too direct. But I can't help that. People say I can. I never try because it's not for me to help anything. Um, God, whatever God wants to say, I feel like the floor is His. If I was able to come to Georgia, jump and come to Georgia on the strength of a whisper, I got on the road and I came to Georgia because that's how obedient I am. I took a leap out on faith because I trusted God. I trusted it. And when I came, he, my father, my spirit allowed me to know that I have to be, this is gonna be church for me. Is that weird? Georgia is gonna be like church to me. Cause I'm gonna have to learn a lot. And I ain't gonna have nobody but God, my parents, people who really love me, my sister, you know? And I had to learn the hard way. I had to get pierced, you know. I'm not a person that, I'm not a person who try to make things as what they're not. Yeah, I like fairy tales and things like that, but I am I am a very I'm very much so in the present here. Like I see what's going on in the world. I like to play with fairy tales and make art and create. That's what I am, a creator. That's what I do. I create, I draw. I'm an artist. I love art. So what God did is He brought me here. I know so much about hair. So what it was, He brought me to Georgia, where they do hair a lot out here. I ain't gonna even go there. But them boys be doing their hair. I ain't lying on for real. But anyway, they be doing that hair out here. They be cutting. When I say doing that hair, I mean cutting. They got some good barbers out here. I ain't lying. You want your hair cut? Come to Georgia. These barbers here, hell, they be packed up more packed than the salons. And take it from me, I thought about it. I said I need to go get my barber license. Not really. I really don't even need my barber license because I have my cosmetology license. All I need to do is just learn how to, fade. I don't know how to fade too well. Um, yeah, I know how to take the clippers apart and put them back together because that's what I learned in beauty school here. Beauty school here taught me that. Taught me before I was able to cut hair, I had to learn how to take it apart. I don't know. That's a Georgia thing. I don't know, but um, in Louisiana, I was known for hair. You know, and when I moved to Georgia, I I I was known for makeup quite swiftly. When I moved to Georgia, I came here doing makeup. I had clients already. I was doing makeup, you know. And I had those kind of clients, like big clients that, don't want to post your work because they work with other makeup artists, you know. And now that um I've sharpened my skills. A lot of people want me to do their makeup again, and I won't do it because one thing about me, I don't fix nobody work. I don't go behind nobody. And if you want me to do something, um, I don't put people down. I don't talk about people. I don't talk about other makeup artists. I don't do that. They might do that to me. I don't do that. I'm a real artist. I don't do that. I don't talk about other people. If that's what you want me to do, I'm not gonna do. I'm never gonna do it. Never gonna do it because I believe I know how. And let me tell you why I don't talk about other artists, other hairstylists. Now, if you can't do no hair, you can't do no hair. And I would tell you that, but I won't tell you that to hurt your feelings. I would. See, for me, I'm a teacher. You see what I'm saying? I teach beauty. You see, I am a teacher. I teach cosmetology. So if you don't do it right, I will show you how to do it. And I will show you in a way where you won't feel embarrassed because that's what I am. I'm a teacher. And I've learned something. Let me tell you what I learned on Wednesday night. When I was when I experienced what I experienced. I don't want to talk about it because I love what I do. I love what I do. It took me a long time to get to this point. But it's hard for me to find a job that I like because I don't like working for people. But my job I love. Let's get that clear. Um so it's hard for me to find somewhere that I like because I always tend to run into a bully, and I don't like bullies. I would tell anybody that, you know, I will give that bully 3 tries. That third time, you're out. And there's no returning. Um, yeah, I face a lot of issues with people, and it freaks me out because it's like every time I run into these issues, they're like trying to provoke me or something. And I'm like, do I look like the type that fight? Because I'm definitely not that type anymore. Now it's there, and it comes fastly. I won't even know if it does. That's the crazy thing about it. People provoke me, and I'm like, you want that monster to come out, and I don't have any control. But anyway, yeah, I that's why I just try to, like, all that mean and all that stuff like that, when people say things like that to me, I'm like, what? No. Like, because that ain't who I am. I'm nowhere like that. I'm chilled. But I can't change who I am, though. I can't change who I am. When you ready, I'm ready. I can't change who I am now. That's installed in me. I was trained that way. I'm pretty sure, my daddy had his reasons for teaching me like that. But I found out something. And when I learn lessons, it's deep, y'all. JL N6 FE leaf fee fee. Let me tell you something, boo. How do you find yourself here tonight? Why do you decide to live and screen? Oh, I always do it. Yes, I always get on live and screen at night because that's what I do. I can't help it. I JL, listen, hear me when I tell you this, and I'm gonna tell you this from the bottom of my heart. And I'm not trying to be smart, nor am I trying to be in a form of ignorance, But I'm just I want to let you know that I love YouTube, and it's been a help to me since I've had. When I was 22, I have emergency surgery. I had a fibroid tumor, size of a cantaloupe, and like they had to remove it. And I got on YouTube to share how grateful I was that thing came out. That means the doctor said I wasn't gonna make it. And then I said, well, dang, the devil just keep trying to take me out. The fibroid almost took me out. Then as a baby, I wasn't supposed to be here. I had yellow giants. I was supposed to be dead. Because at that time they didn't have medicine like that I had to stay in the hospital for a month or two, I was told. And even when I came out, my eyes was closed, shield. Like I had to wear glasses, I had to wear a shield over my eyes. I remember that. Yeah, I always get attacked by the enemy, but when the enemy attacks me, God always come and my story is going to help people. It's a people out here that are just like me. I like to say very gifted. And I like to say that I'm not a religious woman, but I am a very spiritual woman. Meaning that the God I serve, Jehovah Jireh, you understand? Shalom. Yes. I am that I am. It's who I serve. So it is a people out here that needs help in the midnight hour. It is a people out here, and they're on YouTube and they're watching, and they're thinking about committing suicide. They're not happy when they see themselves in the mirror. They're displeased with themselves. They've been mistreated, talked about, lied on, beating. disrespected. Those type of people. God has me here at this time speaking to you, letting you know you're not the only one that has been mistreated, and you will not be the last. But when you come out of it, oh, it's gonna be like milk and honey. That is why I'm on here. It ain't something that I choose to do. It's something that I have to do because that's what God has for me. I recently, I not long ago got off work like around like 9, and took my shower, got myself together, and I got on live because that's what happens when I feel that urge. I get on here and I talk because I don't know who could set me free. Yes, I believe that there's someone that God has to listen. And the moment that I get the message to them and they understand and it triggers, my life could change. That's how God works. You have to be obedient, you know. And I'm not like most special people, okay? Because you have some special people, and I will break it. If you know what me, you know me. Okay, I can't break this special thing down to you, but I can, but I choose not to do it. Okay, I don't want to expose myself. But look, so people like me, we experience a lot of pain. People like me experience a lot of pain. And we have a high tolerance of pain. Yes. Must I also let you know that when you meet a person like me, you have to know something about them. You have to be careful what you do, what you say. You have to. It's important because knock, the door shall open. Ask shall be given unto you, says the Lord. So I don't play with God. I don't pray on nobody. I don't talk about people. Nope. If I pray for you, you need help. And I love you. I don't waste my time though. I ain't lying. Because certain spirits doesn't need prayer, because those spirits could, meet up with you. And now I will be probably up talking to you guys at night, trying to probably, try not to close my eyes because something could be standing over my head. Did I just freak you out? Yeah, I bet. Well, like I told you, I'm special. I'm a special person. And nothing scares me but God. I just want you to know that nothing scares me but God. Now, loud sounds freaks me out, and I think it's war. And that is the only thing. That's the only issue I have in my life. Loud sounds. It just makes me feel like I have to go for safety, or I don't know. I just don't like them. I've had some tough jobs growing up. In my early 20s now, I worked in like a warehouse. warehouses. And I had to do nasty work. But not like cleaning up or nothing. It was like more so working in the dungeon. Um, so I'm a country girl, for sure. So my peace, I get a lot of peace when I go into the nature. I love being in the nature. Yes, I like nature. Yeah, I'm that person that goes out there and the birds start flying around and the deers come out, dogs come towards you and don't want to be with their owner. They want to come over there and be with me. That's the kind of person I am. And I've always been like that. It's always been like that for me. I've always been like that special being. Can you guys like the video when you come in? I think you were right. Like you. You should follow your heart always. The shepherd numbers the steps of all his sheep. Yeah, I have a good heart. And you know what I said? JL. I'm working on that. Okay? Now, let me you pick that up. I have a good heart. That heart of mine, let me tell you something about that good heart. As good as it is, don't I tell anybody, please don't talk to me crazy because that thing could change. I have no control over it, and it ain't got nothing to do with me. It ain't got nothing to do with me. People say, God has been mad and flipped tables. You don't understand. He ain't nothing to play with. But people don't understand when I see it's because it's me. That's why. But it's fine. But listen to me, JR. I said my heart is gonna get me in trouble one day. And I pray to God that it doesn't. JR, I'm on my knees every night and day saying, God, this heart of mine, please, Father, please cover it, shield it, protect it, put a fence around it. Teach it to understand who to give to, who to be a help to, who. Because people will ask you for things and they're not the one. People will beg for things, but they're not the one. But the Bible decree and declare, if one beg, then give. But there are principles behind that thing. And you know what the principles mean. You know how when you help somebody and you got to pay your light bill and you give that light bill to the church and they don't do the right thing with that money. Or say for instance, you got a friend, they say they got to go and they got to get a new tire. They don't go, I need to get a new tire. How much that tire cost? Sorry, $25. Okay, I'm gonna take $25. I need to put gas in my car because I have to drive an hour to work. But I'm gonna take $20. I only got probably $25. I'm gonna take $20 from that $25 and I'm gonna give that person uh $20. And I say probably go get the other five. What that he or she choose to do with that is their business. But they are responsible to what happened to them because you don't understand what it took for that person. You know, it's something about when a person, y'all don't, who, I feel like talking, God is speaking to me. Something about ancient money. I hear ancient money. And I'm telling you that when I think about Louisiana, I think of ancient. You know, because I know you don't play with them. You understand what I'm saying? It's a total different breed. And I hear ancient. You got to be careful what you do with ancient money. And ancient money is like, is, you know, it's been through some things. You see? That's why I don't play with people. That's why when people try to give me things like, you know, I don't take money unless I've done the work. You see, because something happens when you misuse ancient money. And ancient money could be, thank you, Father. Ancient money could be all you got. Hey, I gotta go, y'all. Oh, God, have mercy. Hey, Father. Never in my life have I ever heard that. Wow. Oh, I gotta go, guys. Because I have to go to work in the morning and I'm trying to make it. But that took me out of here. I ain't lying. Because I understand what that meant. I get it. And I'm gonna say this, and y'all ain't seen me do this in a long time, but it ain't gone. It's only stronger than what it's ever been. But some of you got ancient money. Some of you got money. Hey, thank you, Jesus, Jesus. Hey, oh my God. Some of y'all got some money you can't touch. Some of y'all got money. You can't touch it right now. You can't afford to give it. You gotta hold it because you don't know what your tomorrow look like. But I'm finna tell you something. Just listen to me. When they ask, give it and watch God. I ain't lying. When they ask you, just do it. Cause he's gonna make you want to. He's gonna make you want to give it. And when he does it, just be obedient because it's more where that came from. I'm telling you, because I hear him saying ancient. Because ancient money, you can't afford to give it away because it's all you got. I see you later. Be blessed.